Good afternoon, everybody. It's meteorologist Bill Dotson. It is Monday, December 19th. Merry Christmas week and happy holidays to everybody. Let's take a look at some weather maps. Now, we've got this Arctic cold front that's going to sweep across the nation over the coming days. Well advertised. We've been actually talking about this for about a month now. Started talking about the finer details last week. A lot of moving parts. You're looking at a 500 millibar map here, and this is relative vorticity. When you see these bright colors, these are basically short waves and long waves, storm systems, disturbances, as you will. Where they meet and combine, you can get a big system. Watch this system here diving down into the northern plains, and then when they have these southern stream systems as well, somewhere in here, they're going to combine together, marriage, as you will, and make for a big storm. Now, we'll watch it as we move through Wednesday. Right about here. Here comes our big system moving through the northern plains, diving southward into Oklahoma and Texas. And we have the southern stream, and they're going to combine with that Arctic cold front, and somewhere in here an area of low pressure is going to form. Where that area of low pressure forms is key to whether or not we have accumulating snow. We're definitely going to have the cold air. That's a lock. The only question left is, will we have snow? We're going to have rain ahead of the front, turning sharply colder. Temperatures could fall 20 to 30 degrees within a matter of 1 to 2 hours on Thursday, probably Thursday afternoon and evening. It has slowed a little bit. At one point it was a Wednesday night, Thursday system. Now it's more like a Thursday afternoon into Thursday night system. Let's go to another map. Let's take a look at temperatures. Okay, let's take a look at temperatures. We will move forward in time and watch to our northwest what happens over the coming days. Watch that Arctic air start to push south and east. As that happens, that area of low pressure forms. Watch this warm air pushing northward. Some of our counties could even hit the 50s on Thursday ahead of this sharp cold front. We move into Thursday evening. We'll stop here at 6 o'clock, and you see the cold air moving in from the west, warmer air to the east, and that all just pushes rapidly south and east as we move into Thursday night and Friday. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Let's go to the regional view, go to the Ohio Valley view. We'll just move forward in time, and we'll stop here, back it up, stop here at about 12 p.m. on Thursday. Here comes the sharp cold front, minus 10 degrees in northwest Missouri, near 50 in the Boot Heel. So we're looking at a near 60-degree difference in just a few miles. And there's the sharp cold front. We'll move forward in time. We'll stop here in the evening hours at around 6 p.m. Carbondale, Illinois, 14 degrees. Hopkinsville, 46 degrees. What a cold front. Arctic cold front just going to slam across the region, bringing gusty winds with it, falling temperatures, low wind chill values. Wind chill values could easily dip into the minus 10 degree range, maybe even colder. And then we have to keep an eye out on the snow. Now, as I told you, it's going to warm up ahead of the front, and that's going to bring rain. As this warm air lifts up into our region, it will spark showers. I don't think we'll have any thunderstorms, but we will have showers. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with severe weather. Here's the low. Now, there are question marks on where this low forms. Sometimes the models form it further east, farther southeast. Sometimes they form it farther north. The trend has been for the low to form a little farther east. Now, here's what's important. If this low forms to our west, rapidly deepens, moves into central Illinois and then northern Indiana, that keeps us in the warm sector longer. If it doesn't weaken, and let's say it pushes into this area here, Tennessee, central Kentucky somewhere, and then deepens, we have a much better chance of accumulating snow. The farther east this develops, the better it is for snow in our region. The farther west, less snow and more rain. Either way, roads are going to be wet Thursday afternoon and Thursday night when this bitterly cold air slams in, so we're going to have a flash freeze. What's a flash freeze? A flash freeze is when temperatures fall so fast that the moisture on roadways, parking lots, sidewalks does not have time to evaporate and it freezes on surfaces. So even without snow, we could have some icy patches if we have enough rain as those temperatures plummet behind this area of low pressure, behind the Arctic cold front, could cause icy roads. Now, throw a little bit of snow on top of there, even 1 or 2 or 3 inches with strong blowing, gusting winds, you're going to have a lot of travel problems even with a little bit of snow. So I encourage you, as I say oftentimes, focus on impact and not the numbers. The numbers are not as important. The impact will be bitterly cold air, below zero air temperatures. If we have snow, low temperatures could dip below zero. Wind chills absolutely below zero with this system. 20, 30, 35 mile an hour wind gusts, strong and gusty winds, bitterly cold air, and the possibility of some icy roads, especially Thursday night and Friday. Now, I said the system slowed a little bit. The EC model brings it through pretty quick. It brings it through Paducah, Murray, Evansville around 7 o'clock. The GFS model is a little slower. The NAM model is a little slower. I'm telling people have everything finished up by noon on Thursday. Then maybe you've got some more time Thursday afternoon, maybe not. But if the front comes through, you've been prepared. So holiday shopping, your food shopping for the holidays, whatever you need to do, I would wrap that up just in case we have icy roads. Plus, it's going to be bitterly cold no matter what happens. You don't want to be outside, in 0 degree single digit weather running errands. You'd much rather prefer to be inside with a hot cup of cocoa with your favorite snowman mug, of course, rather than being out in the elements. Now, best case scenario, we don't get any snow. Maybe that rain leaves some puddles and it freezes, so we have some slick spots. Worst case scenario, this storm system forms a little further south and southeast. If that happens, heavier snow in our region, blowing and drifting snow. If we were to receive 2 to 4 inches of snow with 20 to 40 mile per hour winds, that's going to create a mess. Low visibilities, blowing and drifting snow, widespread icy road conditions. Currently, at this time, we're still 4 days out from this event, and I always tell you the accurate snow forecast typically can be made 24 to 48 hours in advance of a storm system. So, confidence is about 40, maybe 50% now. Medium confidence on the snow, 1 to 3 inches of snow. A dusting 1 inch to 3 inches of snow. Higher totals as you move towards Cape Girardeau to Marion, Carbondale, Mount Vernon versus, say, Evansville, Hopkinsville, and Paducah. So the 2 to 3 more likely up here, 1 to 3 through here, and then we'll see maybe a dusting 1 inch through here. Again, though, I caution you, we're 4 days out. If this low forms further south and east, like some of the data is suggesting, then we're going to have to adjust our snow totals, and we could have much heavier totals. I just want you to remember that. My first snowfall forecast has been 1 to 3 inches. That was my forecast 4 days ago. That remains my forecast now. We'll just take a look at snow totals on some of the data. This is the EC model, so it shows a dusting to 1 inch down here, 1 to 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches, maybe 4 inches up here. Higher totals as you move north. High travel impact system, widespread travel issues across the central, northern U.S., Ohio Valley, Missouri Valley into New England. If you have flight plans Thursday and Friday, could be an issue. Especially O'Hare, if they get heavy snow like this and blizzard conditions, it's going to be a problem. If you're flying out of Nashville, it still could be a problem because of flight delays from other cities. Keep this in mind as you try to figure out, am I going to travel Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? Adjust your travel plans accordingly. Take the forecast for what it is at this point. Bitterly cold wind chills, cold air, maybe some icy roads. As we move through Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening and Thursday night, that's when the falling precipitation occurs and temperatures plummet. The precipitation ends on Friday, so maybe some snow showers Friday morning remaining, gusty strong winds, bitterly cold air, high temperatures only in the single digits to lower teens area wide. Very cold Friday. Friday night, temperatures go 5 below to 5 above, pretty much area wide. Saturday, highs in the teens. Saturday night, lows in the single digits. Sunday, balmy, may warm up into the 20s. All right, for Santa Claus, for Christmas Day. Okay, that's how it looks right now. Nothing's really changed so far today. I've looked at all the data. I am thinking that the models could be too far west with the low. I don't know if that's wishful thinking. I do love snow, but I know many of you have travel plans and snow isn't optimal, so I'll take that into consideration. We'll keep an eye on it. If that low forms further east, then we're going to have to increase snow totals. Tough call right now. Focus on the cold. Busted pipes, frozen pipes, wind chill, temperatures could cause frostbite. Kids need to wear gloves. Adults need to wear hats and gloves, of course. Also harsh on animals outside. Livestock, this is going to be a harsh episode of cold. It comes in fast after somewhat milder air Thursday, rapidly falling temperatures with winds. It's going to be harsh on livestock and outdoor animals. Okay, I'll keep updating as new data comes available. Confidence will begin to increase tomorrow as the system pulls into the high resolution data time frame. We've been looking at mainly the lower resolution models. This thing will fully pull into the high definition models tomorrow, and that will give us more confidence in the overall forecast. If you're not a Weather Talk subscriber, then go to www.weathertalk.com and sign up. Your subscription gets you the videos, it gets you into the weather blog, the daily weather blog. It gets you short and long range Missouri and Ohio Valley outlooks, the long range agricultural outlooks. You get app messages for severe weather, winter storms, ice storms. You get the daily forecast, all of that. Just go to weathertalk.com.